Hey, so I am coming to you from my bed this time because I don't feel like getting up. I haven't made a video in a while because I haven't really felt like it. Like, I don't know what's up. Nothing bad has happened, but I don't feel good, you know? Which sucks, which is why I'm in the bed right now. Because I don't want to get up. I've been in the bed for like 3 hours, and it's a Friday. I should be doing things. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to get up. It's so warm in here. It's freezing. Like I'm not freezing because I have like this warm blanket. But like everything else is freezing. Like the shower is freezing. The rest of my room is freezing. The outside is freezing. The academic buildings are freezing. And I'm like, I'm so cold all the time. Stop. I don't want to. It's so cold all the time. But yeah. I don't really remember the last time we made a video, but I just wanted to give you like an update on my life because it's been like a while. So I'm pretty sure the last video I made was like my first day of classes. So I'm just gonna go through my to-do list and be like, I did this cool thing. Because I probably didn't make it. Actually, now I know when I was supposed to make my next video because on my to-do list for 3 weeks ago, I have video and then I crossed it out and put I don't wanna under it. So that's what happened. My classes are going well. The history class isn't like nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The book got more interesting as the time went on and it wasn't just about a fire. And right now I'm working on an essay that isn't due for a really long time, but in order to do it you have to read 2 books. You have to like read 2 books about a British person in the time period that the class is about, and then compare and contrast the 2 books. It's not like a biography about the person given these books, but like compare the 2 books. I picked Rosalind Franklin because I love her as just like an historical person. So I picked her, and I'm like halfway done with the first book. And the first book is written by like a girl who knew her, and she read Watson's book, and specifically the passages about the Rosie in his book, Rosalind, and she was like, you explained her completely wrong. She's a very nice person. And Watson thought she was a little bit of like a bossy bitch because she was a girl in science in like the 1960s. No, 1940s, even worse. So he was like, I don't like her. And she was like, no, this is her real personality. And her personality was very like scientific, like not emotion stuff, but yeah. So that's going well. Organic is exactly as fun as I thought it was going to be. I have a lab due this Monday that I was struggling, and then I met with Langdon about it. And it ended up being really easy. I was just thinking too much about it. He was in the cafeteria today with his daughter. It was great. It was so cute. And he like picked her up and then like brought her over to like the milk machine and got her milk. And then like she sat on his lap the entire time. I was creeping. He is so cute. And physics is good. I don't understand the electric anything, which makes sense because I don't know how to do computers at all. So you would think I wouldn't know how to do electric stuff. I took my exam Wednesday, maybe. And wait, no. Yesterday, Thursday. I took it Thursday and it went fine. The last problem is on his test are always something that you don't know how to do. Like he always makes it something that you have to like super duper think about in order to get it right. So that's the only problem I really had problems with. There's one other problem that I'm not going to explain because it's stupid. And he explained it like 5 bazillion times in class. So I should understand, but I didn't. But otherwise it was good. And the organic exam, I feel like 75%, but like 75 to like 85%. I don't know, I think I did fine. And math rigor is not hard. It's good. It does have some math stuff, but Holly understands that I do not do math. Not math, computers. Like I was like, I can't, don't expect me to be good at this. And she was like, okay. So like now every time I do something, she's like, you got it? And I'm like, no. And she's like, that's okay. I'll like come over. One time, like she actually like sat down on my computer and was like, I don't even know what you did wrong, but I know it's wrong. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's my classes. It's really good. I'm starting to like Holly a lot more. Like I already really liked her, but I like her a lot more now because I actually participate because there's only like 3 of us. 4? There's 4 of us. 3 other than me. What else? I have gotten my transfer stuff done. I have submitted all of them. I haven't submitted all the papers, but I submitted like the Common App. So all that's left is to deal with the registrar because they're being stupid about my transcripts. And then like they're email the colleges and be like, okay, I think you have everything, but if you don't, tell me. That's all. And I've been going to the gym a lot. I didn't go today or yesterday, which like I went to the gym first and foremost in the first place because I wasn't feeling well, and I was like, I should go. But now I'm like, I'm not feeling well, so I don't want to go, and I'm like, that's exactly what I shouldn't do. Haley, why do you do this? I've also eaten like a shit ton of sugar today. I should have gone just for like the health benefits. I made like 2 cookies at lunch today because you could like make your Valentine a cookie. So I made myself a cookie and then I made Maddie a cookie because Maddie was like, you don't love me. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me show you how much I love you. I'm going to make you a cookie that I'm going to eat because she can't eat it because she's gluten-free and lactose intolerant. And then I made myself a Valentine. And then I ate like 2 strawberry bars and a candy graham. So I should have gone to the gym today just because I've had all the Valentine's candy today. Even though it's not Valentine's, it's like the 12th. My birthday's in 4 days. I met someone with the same birthday as me. And like I heard Skylar call me and then Frankie was like, oh, she's not gonna like this. And then I came out and they were like, hey, this dude that is our friend has the same birthday as you. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. And I started talking to him. He's really nice. I like him a lot. I would be his friend even if he did have the same birthday as me. And I was like, what time? Because if it's like 12 hours apart on the same day, that's fine. It's whatever. But I was born 3:53 a.m. He said he was born between 1 and 3 a.m. And I'm like, that's too close. That's too close. And also I was sending candy grams one day and I was looking at this girl's, like, writing her card or whatever. And she signed all her cards like Haley P. And I'm like, hello, my name is Haley P. Her name is Haley Elizabeth Pascal. My name is Haley Elizabeth Pryor. I'm like, I need you to leave. Like, I don't want someone with my same name. Like, my same middle name, too. It's awful. I don't want it. I'm like, now I know that I'm not unique anymore. Apparently on week 2 on Saturday, I hiked for like 3 hours, and it was like an hour and a half there, and it was like this huge, what do you call them, tree houses that was like up in a tree that was like 4 of me high, so like 20 feet high, and there was like a shaky ladder. It was so scary. And my friends, I found new friends, and they're like me in the way that they are like, no, you're doing good, you're doing good. Like, I was really scared getting down the ladder. And like, even I was being such a baby, even to the point where I was like, okay, Haley, you're being stupid. But then they were like, no, it's okay, you're doing good. They said I was doing good when I like crashed on the floor, like I was about to crawl, and just put 1 foot on the ladder, the like first rung of the ladder, and then I just stayed there for like 30 seconds. They're like, you're doing good, you got 1 foot on the ladder. And I'm like, I'm not doing good. Like, this is scary. I've been here for like 5 minutes. And then I was just like, I'm gonna do it. And they're like, yeah, like, you got this. And then I went down just like as fast as I could. I'm like, I am going to die. But it was really fun. And great exercise and stuff. And bonding. It's good. And we have decided to see Mad Max, like, the old one through the, like, new one every Friday at 9. They're showing at the Ashford Brewing Company. Not 9, at 10. And so we saw the first one, and that made no sense whatsoever. So maybe the second one will make sense. We'll see tonight. And I'm also going to get kids' game night at 7 with Sailor. So 7 to 9, and then at 9 we'll leave to go to the movie. Not with Sailor. Sailor will do whatever Sailor does. But yeah, I had a counseling appointment because I was like, I really don't feel well. So I like emailed her and I'm like, can we talk about this? She was like, yeah, sure. And then she did not the worst possible thing. Like, I've had counselors do worse. But I was talking to her about stuff, and then she was like, why do you feel this way? And then I gave her a bunch of reasons, like, more than this, but the one reason she stuck onto was that I'm transferring, and I feel nervous, and I don't, like, want to, like, I just feel nervous and sad about it. And then she was like, do you want to be happy if you're do you want to be happy here if you're transferring away from it? And I'm like, bitch, I still got like 3 months here. Yes, I want to be happy while I'm here. And then she was like, well, I was going to suggest you make stronger social connections, but since you're transferring, and I'm like, no, just forget I'm transferring. Just tell me what to do to, like, not be sad. And so she was like, be appreciative of things. And I'm like, I am. And then she would make stronger social connections. And I was already trying to, but I don't know, I guess because she told me to do it, it's been a lot easier to, like, focus on that, which is good. I don't know. I haven't really done that much. I've been working and stuff. I've been tutoring. I don't like the guy that I tutor for economics. Like, I know, first of all, I didn't want to tutor economics, but not a lot of people would take economics here because the business degree got canceled the year I came. And so they, like, didn't. So a lot of people are like, why would I take economics? So I'm like one of the few, and I'm already a tutor, so I'm tutoring this dude. And they were like, he's from China, and he's like struggling with not only the subject, but the language barrier, and just having to study and stuff. And I talked to him, like, I tutored him last night for the first time, and I don't like him. He, like, was so nervous. It made me nervous. And, like, I had to repeat everything, like, 5 times. And I felt like I was treating him like he was stupid. But then, like, whenever I started not treating him like he was stupid, he, like, wouldn't get what I was saying. So I was like, I guess I have to, like, use really small words and stuff. But then, like, I don't know. He was really stressful. And then when we were leaving, he was like, first of all, during the thing, he was like, oh, I don't have any questions for you. And I'm like, he just opened his book and was like, we're in this chapter. And I was like, okay. And he was like, so do you have experience with this chapter? And I'm like, I don't know what's in this chapter. Like, I haven't taken this class. And he was like, oh. And I'm like, but if you have questions, like, I know, like, I see, like, supply and demand and equilibrium and stuff like that, and, like, I know what those are. So if you have any specific questions about them, like, that would be more what I'm used for. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. That's not how it works in China. And I'm like, sorry. Like, so he had to, like, try to come up with questions, which was kind of hard. And I meet with him again Sunday, and he says he's going to come up with questions. But yeah, he's weird. And as we were leaving, we were both leaving at the same time because it was done. And he was like, do you make good grades? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, how do you study? And I was like, Sorry, my phone just did a weird thing. And I was like, I read the book and then take notes on what I read is like the main way I study if I don't understand. And he was like, oh, maybe I should do that like you. And I'm like, maybe. And he's like, in China I just like played video games all night and didn't study at all. And I'm like, well, this is in an entirely different language that you don't understand. You're gonna have to study.